Okay, so welcome to the second sketchbook tour. This is my second time recording this sketchbook tour because I messed up and I didn't make sure my phone camera was completely focused when I was recording. So I recorded the entire thing with like an unfocused camera and it only focused like on the background, like on my desk while I was doing the sketchbook tour. So all the drawings in my sketchbook were really blurry. And at first when I saw it and like I checked the recording, I thought it was just really blurry because I can't see very good, so I didn't really question it. And then I looked at it a lot longer when I started editing and I was like, wait a minute, I don't think this is my eyes. I think it's like genuinely just really blurry. So yeah. Alright, so this is the front cover of the sketchbook. This is the back of it. These stickers kind of got all messed up, but like I would assume it's from all the friction of it. Oh my god, wait, while I'm showing you guys the front and back of this one, I want to show you guys my very new sketchbook. Alright, look, this is my new one. I'm barely starting it. I guess you guys could get a sneak peek of the very first page because I'm not entirely sure if I'm done with it. But yeah, this is the first page of this sketchbook. And the cat came back. But yeah, anyways, now we can open this sketchbook. Okay, very first page. This is when I started. I started the sketchbook in August of 2022 and ended it in June of 2024. I feel like honestly this sketchbook took me a really long time, especially compared to the first sketchbook that I did a sketchbook tour of. That one just took me a whole year. This one took me almost 2. I'm very glad it didn't take me exactly 2 because that would have been horrible for me, I think. I do feel like there's things stopping me from finishing it, but I don't know. There's this. I don't know if you guys can read my handwriting right here. This is all the stuff that you might find inside my sketchbook. So if you guys don't like any of this stuff, just don't proceed. Okay, so these are my sketchbook goals on this side of the page. I think with my previous sketchbook, I had barely started doing like sketchbook goals just because I thought that would be fun and would encourage me to want to finish the sketchbook. And so I decided to do it on this one. And yeah, I like this sketchbook. I like the sketchbook goals. I like the sketchbook kind of. It's really fat. I don't think I showed you guys how fat the sketchbook is. That's how fat it is. Anyways, I had 5 goals. I feel like I only finished 4 of them. So I didn't draw as much poses and the rest I feel like I did a pretty good job at, but who knows. Maybe I'll like go through the sketchbook again right now and be like, you did not cook. This is the very first cover drawing. If you guys did watch the previous sketchbook tour, I did say that I like drawing like my very first drawing and then redrawing it at the end of the sketchbook. And that's why I tried doing like something that's kind of difficult or out of my comfort zone for a sketchbook drawing because I don't like doing drawings where the legs are showing just because I feel like I do a really bad job at connecting the torso to the legs. But this isn't that bad, honestly. Next page. For this, I didn't do anything because it bled through and it bled through onto this page too. So I just decided not to touch it. This is a Hot Topic bag. And oh, I wanted to say that this sketchbook, I tried to make it more scratchbook style because I think I was seeing a lot of like pictures of sketchbooks on Pinterest and a lot of them had like that scratchbook style to them and I really liked it. So throughout this entire sketchbook, I tried to make it more scratchbook style, at least a couple pages after this, I think. This is an OC of mine. He's a fox dude. He's from this story that I have that's more like, it's more GL oriented, but he's from the second couple because he's gay, but he just doesn't know it yet. I was designing a OC right here and then I didn't like how he looked, so I completely just left him alone. I didn't touch him again. I think here he is again, but I also still don't like that design. So, and honestly, I'm gonna be real, I think throughout the sketchbook you're gonna see like persona designs because I kept trying to like make character sprites, but I kept not liking any of them. So yeah, you'll see like a design for my persona a lot. This is just stuff that I glued. I really like gum, and then this dollar because it was already ripped when I found it. So okay, this is my gay page. This I colored. This is Malachi and Oliver. They're my OCs. Oliver's like one of my first human designed OCs, by the way. My very first OCs are rock. They're gay together. And then this is Ollie dead with Malachi like cradling him in his arms, I guess. Jesus Christ. This sketchbook's falling apart, by the way. There's like tape holding this whole like section together. Yeah, there's this side right here, which is just a sketch. And this says in Spanish, todo lo que nunca fuimos. I don't want to translate it. So if you know what it means, run with it, I guess. Oh, I wanted to do this, right? I think I saw this post. It was probably on Pinterest where they did this. And this is like the chibi version of like an art, like a little short little like slideshow I posted on Instagram of these two that I don't like anymore because I feel like the art is kind of ugly. And I feel like the art's ugly only because of how rushed it was, and also partly because of how old it is, so I can see all the mistakes I made in it. This wasn't here before. It was a drawing that I honestly like more, but I completely ruined with watercolor because I forgot watercolor probably shouldn't go over ink, and that was my mistake. So it just went over everything. But it's because I don't use a lot of traditional things. I feel like I'm more of a digital artist, but who knows. Here's Oliver again and Malachi again. And again, this is just my whole gay page dedicated to them. I feel like they're so gay together and I like it. He was, I don't know what I did. I know he was supposed to have like shorter hair, and then over time as the sketchbook progresses, his hair like kind of becomes longer. I know that his hair is long right here, but like kinetically his hair is long here. So oh my god, this is Salem. I kind of really like him. He's a little quirky. He's an odd man. He was originally an Obemi OC, but I kind of grew out of love with Obemi, so I kind of revamped him, and now he's part of Malachi and Ollie's world, if that makes sense. He doesn't share, like, he's not involved in their story, but he has a separate story within the same world, which he's like the main character of. That I honestly, I've been enjoying writing that story a lot more rather than Malachi and Ollie's story. Malachi and Ollie are like essentially side characters. Well, Ollie is like a side character in his story, and then Malachi is like a main character, but he's not like the main character. If that makes sense. Yeah, Salem was in Obemi OC, and he was supposed to be shipped with Mamon. So there's Mamon right here. And then at this time, I was feeling like I think when this time, like around here, I was feeling, I don't know, I just didn't feel like really drawing, and so I didn't really draw. I thought my issue with drawing was that I was drawing only my OCs, and maybe I was tired of drawing my OCs because there's a lot of things like that I'm into, and that could probably be my issue. Anyways, I drew Jean and Lawrence. To this day, I don't really like my Lawrence design. Jean's design hasn't changed too much, but it is slightly different. But he overall, I don't know, kind of looks the same and exudes the same aura to me, but who knows. Again, like, I don't like the way I designed Lawrence. I have like a more recent piece that I did for a DTIYS that's like Lawrence. I also don't like my design for Lawrence, so yeah. Oh my god, I'm pretty sure I misremembered the scene because I was going based off of memory. And I'm pretty sure that the one who suggests the Not Alone Buddies thing was Afmal, but I guess this like leaves canon or whatever, and it's its own thing. I do think it's really cute though. I kind of really like my Travis design. I think he's so baby girl. I like it. And there's Af. I don't know if I love this Af design or not. Like, I'm not really entirely sure. I think she's really cute. Like, it fits, but I don't know if I would like keep it or like if I would want to redesign it. More fan art. This time it's Gareth. This is my street Gareth design pretty much. And again, Lawrence and I shipped them. I shipped them. They definitely dated. And then I spammed this with stickers because I didn't know where to put stickers. I did this for like my art friend. I wanted to give him like a full piece or whatever. Not my art friend. He's not my art friend. He doesn't do art. What am I on about? I did this for an online friend. We don't talk as much as we used to, but yeah, I did this for him. I never finished it just because it couldn't inspire joy. Not that like I wasn't happy that I was making it for him or whatever. It's just that every time I kept drawing it, I was hating it. I don't know if you guys can tell who they're supposed to be actually. It's supposed to be Itadori and Fushiguro or whatever his name is. I hit an art block. That's all there is to explain here. My cousin did these, and then I tried doing this for practice because of the art block, and that's pretty much it, I think, for this page. Throughout the sketchbook, I think the reason it took me so long is because I kept hitting art blocks. This is Jihyun. He's one of my OCs. I think I talked about him in my previous sketchbook, so yeah. Oh, looking at this reminded me, I spilled coffee on this, like, all over this sketchbook. It wasn't bad because the sketchbook was, like, sealed, and when I spilt it, it, like, built, like, from here, so it just leaked into the sides. So you see right here, it got leaked. This is Jihyun. He's my Omegaverse OC. Obviously, he gets pregnant and he has kids. These are his kids. We don't talk about his baby dad. He did not go out of his way to have kids. There he is again. I don't know if this is... okay, personally, I do not think this is inappropriate. So, yeah. I do not recall if there was any warning in my sketchbook, though, where I was, like, warning that something like this would show up, like blood or whatever. But it's, like, it's not red. It's just... Okay, yeah. So, this is Jihyun. I know it says birthday, but it wasn't his birthday. It was his sister. sisters. Pretty much he got his heat, well, at his sister's birthday party. His room and where the birthday was taking place, like within the house, is pretty far or whatever, but someone still found him. So I do wish that I was like able to do this more throughout my sketchbook, and I low-key plan to do something like this in my next sketchbook more often, where it's just like a bunch of scribbles in a page. So I feel like I should have allowed myself to let really loose and also have more fun, because I feel like in this sketchbook I was beating myself up over making it really pretty or whatever. And like there's pages where I'm like, I look at it like to this day and I feel like, oh yeah, these pages hold out, they're really nice. Like even a year or so back for like this drawing and then the drawing before it, the spread before it, I feel like it really holds out. I do wish I did more like messy or like scribble-esque pages where I didn't really care about how it looks, because it's like they're still fun drawings. Yeah. Next page. This actually I don't even want to add to this page. This is my cringe page. This is Malachi and Felix. I don't know if I explained whether or not I thought I should make them canon. I don't know if they're canon to me yet. They're cute or whatever. I like Felix and I think his crush on Malachi is really cute and wholesome, but like other than that, I don't know. I feel like he's too good for Malachi. Anyway, Malachi. I didn't feel like drawing clothes on him, so I just scribbled this amalgamation. I know it probably doesn't even make sense on top of him, but yeah, Malachi. And I think he looks pretty cool. I think this drawing still holds out. I hate drawing him smiling because I always feel like whenever I do draw him smiling, he looks weird, but I don't know what it is about this drawing. It looks pretty good. Like it looks solid, so I like it. This is my FNAF page and I added these Chuck E. Cheese tickets to it because I like Chuck E. Cheese and I like FNAF, and the reason I like FNAF is because I like Chuck E. Cheese. I don't know why I like push all of that out in one breath. I have an issue. This is Twin. I think I talked about him in my previous sketchbook. He thinks he's a doctor, and I don't know. I like to think that he's probably like a sadomasochist or something. I just think he's crazy, so he would like really crazy things. And he has obsession with his older brother. He really likes Ren, not in like a he wants to diddle his brother way, but in like a he wants to wear his flesh type of way, and he wants to be him. Look, I really like Chuck E. Cheese. I had so much fun doing this page. I don't know what it was about this like hot dog wrapper that made me think of Chuck E. Cheese, but it did. And then I also happened to go to Chuck E. Cheese and I ended up with the Chuck E. Cheese cup, so I was like, this is a sign from God. This is my first of like 3 South Park fan arts I did in my sketchbook, and while I was working on the entirety of this sketchbook, for a lot of these pages I happened to be watching South Park because I decided I wanted to watch South Park from the beginning again. If you guys don't know, there's like 26 seasons now or something, so yeah, it's a lot of watching. I drew Craig. I like this page. I like how colorful it is, and that's pretty much it, I think, because I don't know, I don't feel like he looks like a little boy, but I don't know, that could just be me. Oh my god, this is my friend Peta drew this. I asked her to help me fill out my sketchbook, and this is what she did for me. She did 3 drawings. When we switched sketchbooks, I think she gave me hers to draw something in too. I was only able to finish one. I'm really slow when it comes to drawing, and I feel like she did a really good job. Her Instagram handle, I'll show it up here along with her profile, I guess. Again, more scribble pages. I love the scribble pages. I find them so fun. I'm also sorry if the light flickered and it was visible for you guys. This is my OC Florence, and all this paper, I got this from McDonald's. Oh, okay, also right here, this is a tiny little Ollie because I like Oliver. He's my favorite OC. And I drew Rio Kira. I like Rio and Akira together. They're gay, in my opinion. Again, them together, they're so gay. This isn't their crybaby design, by the way. I think I did a blend of like the 1987 Devilman anime and the manga, if I recall properly. I can't tell you for sure that that's like 100% like how they look like, because I'm trying to go off of my memory, but I'm pretty sure that's what I did for these two. My sister did, you're gonna see a lot of her art throughout the sketchbook, I know that. She did this page because I hit an art block. That's why I have like this messy scribble page, because of the art block. Salem, yeah, he's right here. I like Salem. Again, he was supposed to be an Obami OC. At first, he was supposed to be like a priest person. He's not really a priest now. He's more like of a saint, you know? Like, so yeah, he's more like a saint. He can talk to these spirits, if that makes sense. Like, he can talk to the deities of his world or whatever. Like, he genuinely like doesn't believe that they're a thing. He thinks he's like mentally ill and these people are like crazy, and that he's not really a saint. Like, he's just crazy and he needs help, and he should get help. I like Salem. He's just a lad, and I like his piercings, and I like everything about him, honestly. Deku. This is from a video I sent to my friends. We all decided to like draw Deku like this. And also, this is a Harkins movie ticket from the Guardians of the Galaxy movie that came out at the time. I don't remember the name of that movie. And this is my Zombie Hunter OCs. This is Carter, whose design hasn't really changed, and this is Mason. You saw him in my previous sketchbook where I think I said I didn't really like his design or something, or I think I just skimmed over him because I just didn't like him that much. I also don't like this design really. In the later pages of the sketchbook, he shows up again, and I like that design of him more. Oh my god, it's Leah. I like her so much. Apparently, when I went back to write more and look at Oliver's like backstory and stuff like that and write more stuff that involved him, I went back on his notes and I realized that her name isn't just Leah. I would call her Leah for short, but I didn't know her like actual name because I forgot. Apparently it's Acelia. Like I googled how you pronounce it, I think, and that's how you pronounce it. This, I forgot the date for this, but this is another doodle page. I like towards the beginning of the sketchbook I did a lot of doodles and I appreciate that for myself. This one we went to watch the Spider-Man Across the Spiderverse movie. We sat down at a McDonald's and we drew Spider-Man OCs, and this is my Spider-Man OC and his name is Till, and I'm not gonna do anything with him. And also I do like his like 6-eye situation. I like how I like the eye placements or whatever, so I do feel like I want to have a character that has the eye thing going on for them. And hot topic receipt, this whole, all these little sketch drawings are for my cousin. I hit an art block after this. I think I drew Buggy, then I hit like the craziest art block. I don't know why I hit that art block, honestly. This is Malachi at Oliver's grave because Oliver's dead. And you see, look, his hair got longer. I don't know when it happened, but it did. And this is Felix because he really likes Malachi, so he's like worried about him or whatever. Even though I feel like he shouldn't be. He should worry about himself. I hate how wrinkly I made this page by taping it. I regret taping it, but I already did it. I was still in some weird art blocks. I was only able to like pull up like these super duper messy sketches, but I was pretty proud because even with an art block, I was kind of able to draw people and have ideas. I just didn't like it. Like, there's this Ren. I don't like how he looks. He doesn't look bad, actually, but I do recall like not liking how he looks. Ollie, and this is Bakugo Kingdom styling. This is Felix. This page has gone through it. Oh, disgusting. It did not look like that before, and I wish I had a drawing where it wasn't like disgusting like that. I mean, a picture when it wasn't disgusting like that, but I don't. So we have to settle, I guess. But yeah, this is Malachi as a kid. I don't like that drawing of him as a kid. I think I drew him differently now. This is Malachi and Felix. This is just them together. I kind of like this page. I did edit fuck out of this page when I did post it online, so I think I'll show that because it's like a cleaner version, if that makes sense. I like how messy a sketchbook page can look because, you know, it's paper and graphite. It's rubbing against each other even when the book's close or whatever, because I mean, at least for me, everything rubs together when it's inside my bag because I'm carrying it, you know? Especially because of how loose this is. This has had a lot of friction. Doodle page! And then Dogman. Dogman has a name. I decided to keep it even though I hate the name because I feel like it doesn't fit him. His name is Sasha. And this is when I went to watch the Barbie movie. It was really fun. I had a lot of fun watching it twice. And this is Dylan. And I really like how vibrant this page is. I kind of really enjoy it. I had a lot of fun fucking around with Posca markers in this aspect, you know? I think it's super fun. I like how it went from here to here. I should have gone from here to here, but whatever. Okay, just more doodles. And I noticed that whenever I do draw Malachi, like I always write something calling him gay. And I think it's because he is gay. And I think he's technically my only straight up homosexual like male OC. I think my other male OCs are like bisexual or like pansexual or just don't have a label. Like Felix doesn't have a label. I don't feel like he should have a label. Like he doesn't need a label. He's just too wholesome for the world. And he doesn't think about labeling himself, I don't think. And Oliver's a bi man. I feel like he'd probably be like, yeah, he's like a bi man. It's because he prefers women. This is Isaac. This is Salem's love interest. Now that he's not an old baby OC, I decided to give Salem a love interest. Isaac probably falls under the gay umbrella because here's the thing though, right? Because the way I write my characters, I never really think about sexuality. I think about them and the relationships of people they have. It's fun to give them like a label or whatever. It's fun to have labels or whatever, but like for me personally, the reason why my characters don't really have like straight out labels is because I don't really have a label. Like if I had to label myself, I would be like, you are a lesbian, but like I feel like that label doesn't fit. But like people have told me, oh, was because you're omnisexual, bisexual or something, and I'm just like, not really. Like that's just not how I see it, because I don't know, I've never really liked labels, so I never label myself. I just think like I know I'm a queer person with like a queer experience, but like I've always hated labels, so I try not to label my OCs. The only one with like straight up labels are like Tempest and Malachi for sure. Anyways, he's like really obsessed with Salem, and Salem's freaked out by him because who wouldn't be freaked out by a man who's like straight up obsessed with him, especially if the man's a little older. Not saying that he's like a lot older. I think they're like 3 years apart if I remember. So he's 3 years older than Salem, and the amount of sheer dedication that Isaac has towards Salem freaks Salem out. Salem thinks he's like mentally ill, and Isaac wholeheartedly believes this man's to say he's gonna dedicate his entire life for him. The reason that he's even alive is to like serve this man. And yeah, next page. I actually kind of really like this spread still, like the entire spread, even though when I finished this, I think I did this during an art block, I'm not gonna lie. I was struggling to draw. Sorry, I was trying to make sure I didn't minute skip. I was struggling to draw, and I was able to whip this out in class. That's why there's like a note right there, because I was like writing notes as I was drawing. So yeah, I really do enjoy this spread, even though I remember walking away from this being like, Oliver does not look like Oliver. But I feel like Oliver never looks like Oliver. I always do him a little dirty. Then there's Malachi and a tooth in Malachi, and that's it. Oh my god, it's Quinn again. Isn't he just so cute? By the way, I changed the way I draw noses solely for this man. Maybe I'll flash some old art on screen. Maybe. I say maybe because maybe I would like look at the old art and be like, ugh, no. He's the whole reason I changed the way I draw noses. And I low-key like the way I draw noses now compared to like that nostril look, because I don't know, there's something about the way I draw noses now. Anyways, sketch page. I told you guys would see more of my sister's art, and this is my sister's art. Anyways, more Ollie. I think I kind of hit an art block and I didn't know what to do, and I was like, I've seen artists, you saw it with the page of Dogman, but I've seen artists like do digital pieces and like put them in their sketchbook because they're like the sketch of it, or they wanted to test out how it prints or something. I wouldn't really 100% know, but I decided that I kind of wanted to do that too because I got a printer. This was for my birthday. It was a quick sketch of myself with Chuck E. Cheese. Chuck E. Cheese. Sorry, I say Chuck E. Cheese. Anyways, Tita did this. I think it's so cute and lovely, and I like it a lot. This sketchbook has gone through it. This is the drawing Gigi did. I think it's super cute. Christina did this one. I think it was pretty good. I loved it a lot. Then I drew Chuck E. Cheese again because I felt like it wasn't enough. And I know I didn't bring it up when I drew Chuck E. Cheese the last time earlier in the sketchbook, but I messed up his hand. And I remember when I finished this, I didn't really like it. So I did all this stuff with the Posca markers. I don't know. I really like it. Like, I like how messy I was able to get just because of me not liking it initially. Like, I really like it now. That's an important thing in art, I think. A lot of time you'll be working on something, you'll just hate it, and then you'll look at it again and you'll be like, it wasn't bad. It was pretty good, actually. I used to like completely cover up my art or like completely destroy it or something because of how much I hated it, and that's why I don't really have like my previous 2 sketchbooks, and I regret that a lot. Anyways, my sister drew this because I hit an art block after Chuck E. Cheese, and then I did most of this. My cousin did this, and I did this. I felt after I drew Chuck E. Cheese, I felt like I could only draw like anthropomorphized animals for whatever reason. I felt like my people didn't look, I mean, she doesn't look bad, but I remember when I looked at her, I was like, she's horrible. Like, the eyes are a little odd, but like, it wasn't bad, you know? But I thought it was bad. Oh my god, there's this page. I recorded myself working on this part of this entire spread and also like covering it in paint, but I did this for the Chuck E. Cheese Five Nights at Freddy's movie, and I had a lot of fun watching it. And oh, this is this guy. He's an OC. I know who he is. I completely forgot about him, and I completely like revamped him later on because I completely forgot what he looked like, and I forgot I had already drawn him on paper. So that's me fucking up, but it's whatever. I can choose either design, I guess. This is a whole bunch of sketches from class. This demon guy I designed also. I was about to flip the page, but I remembered. I designed this demon guy for my story that involves my main characters. I haven't really decided on the name of the story. I like this, actually. I remember walking away from like this entire spread being like, I hate all of it. Looking back on it now, it's not that bad. Especially this part, it's not that bad. Like, I was just picking on myself at this point. Around this time of year, like December and November and October, I kind of lose my steam for art, mainly because I'm not really huge on art or whatever. I don't know, I just feel like I don't have a passion for it like most people do. But anyways, I had this dream about this guy, and I drew him right now. He was like, yeah, you know me. And I was like, no, I don't. This. I really like, I don't know. Peter had brought up how Felix has this like wet puppy look to him, and now like whenever I look at my drawings of him, like she's not wrong. I feel like she's right. I also felt like he looks like emo SpongeBob right here. This, I absolutely loathed this when I finished it, and I do see why I didn't like it. Her face is fine, her body is kind of fine. I feel like I made her shoulders a little too broad for a little 14-year-old girl, because that's what Florence is, by the way. I just made her a little too stocky for a little girl. There's nothing wrong with being stocky, but like she's not stocky, so that's why she felt off to me. Again, you know how I brought up I had like to draw my personas or whatever? This is Felix on a receipt. He's kind of ugly, but it's whatever. I drew a persona for myself. This is me. It's more based off of how like I actually look IRL. The other two weren't really heavily based on that. These one's R, and I gave it bunny ears because of my username or whatever. Oh my god, I had told my friends I never watched the Trolls movies, which was true. I think I only watched like some parts of the first movie because of my nephew, but that was it really. So we had like a troll movie marathon and we watched all the Trolls movies, and it was really fun. I really liked it, by the way. And then we did a wheel where we're gonna draw like a character from the Trolls movies, and I landed on Guy Diamond. I think that's what his name is. And yeah, that's this whole thing. And then I drew Akira for just to cheer me up a little bit, to get me more in the mood of drawing Guy Diamond, I guess. And then I drew him pregnant right here. And I know he doesn't get like physically pregnant or whatever. I just felt like drawing him pregnant. Okay, this is the very first Fortnite V-Bucks card you're gonna see in this sketchbook. Not gonna be the last. This is Malachi as a kid again. I feel like this fits him more. Just not the ponytail, but this, like the hair, I feel like he would have long hair, but I feel like it would be like different. Felix, whoa. Ren, it says Ren right there. This is Ren, and this is Salem and Isaac. To this day, I'm not really a huge fan of this spread, but it's fun. It was fun to do. It was fun to work on, I think. Oh my god. Okay, this was sent from an art blog. This, I quickly sketched my little sister, like really messy, kind of like what she looks like to me. That's her. And then I did myself afterward, but like, I think at home or something. And I did all this lipstick stuff. This, guys, this does not rub off, by the way. You want to know why though? Because this definitely would have rubbed off if it were like just shut in my sketchbook, and it would have rubbed all over this. I used Got To Be hairspray. It's so good. Like, it works so well for art. It also works really well for your head, obviously. I use hairspray all the time, so this is a doodle page to me now. I know it's like only 3 drawings, that's why I kind of miss the smaller, more like really messy, cute drawings, you know? I drew Lady Gaga here, because they put Lady Gaga in Fortnite. I was so happy, and I got all of Lady Gaga in Fortnite, by the way. I have the entirety of her in Fortnite. Then there's Ollie and Daisy, and Keto won this like art raffle from me. She asked me to draw her Daisy, and so I've been really practicing really hard trying to draw Daisy, and every time I draw it, I hate it. So, and she's been really patient with me, obviously. I'm also grateful to the person who won the DTIYS, who was really patient with me. It took me almost a year to finish it, and they were super patient, super nice, and I do really like the art I came out with. And I feel like I would have turned out like a hideous piece if they weren't patient, honestly. Not because I would have done it like out of like malintent or whatever. I would have done it because I like ugly, in my opinion, to my standards, because it would have been super rushed, and so therefore I wouldn't have had the time to sit on it and look at it and be like, I need to tweak this, and then just tweak that, and then that type of stuff, pretty much, which I got with the finished piece that they were super patient with, and I'm so grateful. But yeah, all of this is like Erin's drawings, and I put this band-aid here. It was so cute. And this, like right here within my sketchbook, this wanted to fall apart a little bit. I used this tape, and I don't think it wants to fall apart as much anymore, but who knows. There's this. I really like how pink and bright it is, but like looking hard at the drawings, I'm not a huge fan of it. Then this. You can read all of that. That's a whole lot of writing. I realized that I feel like my story wouldn't work as a webtoon, because there's a lot of writing that I do where it's like kind of novel-esque script, like this part where I feel like you can really look into the characters' thoughts, but it wouldn't work as a webtoon, and that's what really hurts me, because I feel like Salem and Isaac's story works a lot better as a webtoon than it does as a novel, but this story works more as a novel than it does a webtoon, and their story is pretty much like the main-ish story, and it hurts, kind of. But yeah, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I think this could be a novel if I ever decide to make it a novel. I tried drawing Sakura, and this is from like a card chapter Sakura keychain. I did not realize how big this was, and then I glued it in, and I was like, this is humongous in my sketchbook, and it's taking so much space, and my poor sketchbook. I can't add more drawings because I feel bad covering it up like this. It's so cute. But yeah, whatever. I'm not a huge fan of this. There's a lot of weird smudging that was going on with the freaking glue, and this did not want to glue in place for whatever reason, even though like the previous ones here glued in place just fine. This didn't want to, and that's why it looks all disgusting like that. But yeah, I kind of liked this. This is a really messy sketch of Malachi. This is an ugly version of Oliver where it's really messy. So okay, this is Christina's OC Cutie. I tried my best drawing him, I feel like, when I did draw him. This is the reference of him. On this side, right here, there's a reference of Peta's OC. I'm pretty sure she gave him a name now, I just don't remember, because she barely gave him a name, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, anyways, this is my rendition of what they look like, and I feel like I did a goodish job, kind of. On one more than the other. I feel like I did Cutie better, more. Oh, and this is a little sketch of myself. Don't want. I think that's so adorable. Sorry. I love sketching characters like this. God's against me. Oh, okay. And also, Christina and Peta gave me their drawings because it was OC Day. That's what we called it, and they gave me their drawings. Christina drew Malachi. I don't know if I told you, but I'll give you guys Christina's handle. She has a sketch account and she has another account where it's not for sketches, but she hasn't posted anything yet. And I feel like she should because life's short or whatever. I post a lot of digital pieces that I hate initially, that I just like take the L on and just post. So I feel like in my opinion, personally, I feel like everybody should just post. Like we should all try not to beat ourselves up over posting. I feel like I initially I was like that, where I was like, oh, I can't post this is too ugly, it doesn't fit my art really. And I'm not trying to preach to like the choirs or whatever, but I feel like we should all post. This lady, she really likes Felix. She's a really strong demon lady, and I know her hair is like super poofy or whatever, and it's kind of covering it, but this facial scar goes all the way up to here, like to where her ear is, so her ear's like gone pretty much. But yeah, she has a thing for Felix. She's just a demon lady who's absolutely crazy. Yeah, this is a rendition, like this is an OC that I drew, well not an OC but character I drew based off of my hairstyle, and I think she's kind of cute. And then this is Batman, my Fortnite V-Bucks card, and my sister filled this out. Okay, another OC day. This is Gigi's character Will, this is Peta's character who doesn't have a name, and this is Christina's character Kawhi. And this is a recipe for battered fish. If you want to follow this recipe, don't follow it beat for beat. The batter might come out a little watery. I think I just suck at measuring, honestly. But the water may come out a little watery. So the batter may come out a little watery. So if it does, just put a little bit more flour until you get that good consistency that you're supposed to have for the fish. I'm not assuming you guys would follow it because you guys shouldn't trust my cooking skills or my recipes. Florence and Ollie, Peta drew them. Again, I'll share everybody's handle who happens to show up in my sketchbook, I guess. Right here, right now. No, not right here, right now. Later on, at the end of the sketchbook tour. When she drew Florence, it reminded me of that Jake Paul song, and so I wrote It's Everyday Bro. And yeah, Tempest, Gigi drew Tempest here, and I feel like she did such a good job. And she's so cute and beautiful in her style. I think she did amazing. Anyways, there's this. This is from OC Day. We drew all of our OCs interacting. This is Peta's OC, this is Malachi, and this is Christina's OC. And I don't recall either of their names. I know this one probably doesn't have a name, but I know Christina's OCs all have names. I just can't recall off the top of my head right now, and I'm so sorry. Felix, I think he's so cute. And he's so cute, but he's ugly. I don't know how to explain it. Sorry, I just hit me. I do think he's really ugly. And then there's Felix again. I think he's cute like this. So yeah, this is Felix again with his shirt opened because I wanted to practice drawing. I wanted to practice drawing abs because I hadn't done it in a while, especially like on paper. And I think I did okay. I made Felix a little two-toned, but yeah, if you can tell, I don't know if you can, but he's a little slanted. Like his sides are kind of going this way, but the whole drawing is slightly slanted, so I don't know. But it's just from drawing on paper, I guess. This whole spread, I really kind of like the aesthetic. Like I like how it looks like objectively. Again, my Fortnite V-Bucks cards, but I don't like how this drawing of Malachi looks. I do like how this drawing of fucking Ollie looks, but it doesn't look a lot like him to me, but who knows. I've been struggling with finding out how Oliver looks. I wouldn't do this again either because this, like, my paper does not stick to the freaking wrapper. Like, I don't know how to get it to stick. I think I have a piece of sticker holding this onto here, and like these drawings, they just don't stick. I think this one stuck more. Oh no, I didn't. Anyways, here I am peeling and stuff. Okay, there's this Isaac, but Genderbent. We did this for when we did this when we were drawing. Me, Peta, and Christina all drew our OC's Genderbent, and this is what I came up with. I did Isaac Genderbent. I feel like he's so pretty as a girl that I feel like he should be a girl. Maybe I'll just have a girl OC with like a similar hairstyle or something. These are the mom for Oliver's family lineage, if that makes, not family lineage, but like for the demons in my story. This is Reef, who is Quinn and Ren's mom, essentially. And this is Sylvia, who's Ollie's mom. She's stunning to me. I fucked up her anatomy, but it's because I haven't drawn women a lot lately, so I don't 100% blame myself. I've been drawing a lot of men. This is Reef, and I forgot the scar on his chest. And I'm not gonna add it now because if I don't recall the scar on his chest, I guess it never mattered. Kidding though, his scar kind of does matter, but like, it doesn't matter for this drawing. You can just not have the scar on his chest. This is all three of these guys' dad, obviously. This is Varta. He is a piece of shit. He's a demon. I feel like I should have explained about Reef. Reef is not a demon. Reef isn't a demon. He is an angel, or a fallen angel, but he's still technically an angel. And Sylvia isn't a demon either. She's a witch, and that's pretty much it. Anyways, Varta is a demon. He's the demon king of the realm or whatever. So that's why he has two bitches. Sometimes when he overuses his power, he gets into this like no power form where he's like a little boy, and this is how you meet him towards the beginning of the story. So yeah, like he looks like this towards the beginning of the story, and I think it's kind of silly. I like it. There's something about Varta that he like speaks to me, especially this outfit on him. He's so beautiful. Like, I don't know what it does to him, but like it speaks to me. And then Quinn, Ren, Ollie. Ren's the oldest, Quinn's the second oldest. They're twins, by the way, and Ollie is the youngest. Because his mom's the witch, obviously. So yeah. Okay. Yay! This is my South Park fan art that I was telling you guys about. This Dollar Tree paper made me think of Kenny because he's poor. So I did this whole spread dedicated to Kenny. And then I was like, wait, I want to draw another South Park character. And I was like, wait, I should draw Butters because I don't think I've really drawn Butters. And that's a lie. I have drawn Butters. I drew fan art of him when I was in middle school. And I wasn't a huge fan of that fan art. So I'm grateful I drew him again a second time. And also I drew his scar on the wrong side initially, so I had to erase it. You can kind of see like the remnants of the scar on right here. For this drawing, I had already realized the scar was on the wrong side, so this one's not that bad. I feel like I gave Butters a little bit too many eyelashes. I do think he's cute. I don't know, I really like this whole entire spread. Okay, I hit an art block, so my brother drew for me, and he drew this upside down because I gave it to him upside down, and he didn't feel like turning it the right side up, so whatever. Then I drew Malachi because of my weird block, and I didn't like the first drawing at first, but like, it doesn't look that bad. Like looking at it now, it doesn't look bad. I think I was just hating it because of the art block. And then there's Malachi again, which I like his face, but I don't like how I did his hair. Oh my god, I was watching a lot of RuPaul's Drag Race, and I think this is around the time that the season ended. Yeah, this is around the time that the season ended, and I felt like drawing one of the Drag Race queens. And I was thinking really hard on who to draw because I really liked Saphira, and I really liked Plain Jane, and I liked all of them. I really liked the entire cast, so then I was like, what am I gonna draw? And I was like, oh, I want to draw something from the very first, not the very first episode, I think it was a double premiere this time, I'm not entirely sure, but I wanted to draw something from the episode from when they did the talent shows, and I decided to do Plain Jane's burger finger outfit, and yeah, she gave drama. I really enjoyed seeing Plain Jane in Drag Race. And then I drew Jean again. I like this design of Jean more. I do feel like I messed up the anatomy. He looks a little weird, like anatomy wise, but I do like his like design. And so this is like made my brother draw in my sketchbook, and I kind of hit like a weird art block where like, oh no, I just felt drawing. So I couldn't draw, so I drew all these bunnies. Literally like just like a week almost later, not a week, 5 days later, and I do this. But I kind of got back into my groove. Then I drew this because I was like, I need to draw something that makes me happy, and I don't like this drawing because it's something that happened, I feel, more recently. It feels more recent to me, even though it's been like a whole month as of recording this. Looking at this, well, it's been essentially 2 months already. Looking at this hard and stuff, like I didn't like any of these drawings. I kept not liking them. So yeah, like this drawing I hate. I don't think it's cute. I don't like this drawing or this drawing, or like I hit the point where I was working on things where I was like, I don't like it. I think this is like a couple days after this page. No, this is date of, my bad, on this page. This is where I decided to practice Tempest because she is one of those OCs that I like really like and love the most. She's so cute and lovable to me and whatever, and she speaks to me. She's everything to me. And I think because I only draw her when I'm like in a really bad state of mind, when I drew her here, I kind of like was able to get rid of like my bad feelings, I guess. I don't know. I really like how she came out. I think I did her so much justice. She's so beautiful to me, and I loved her. And I drew Ollie to celebrate. So yeah, then right here, I drew more. This is from my grandfather's viewing. My bad, I forgot to cover this apparently. So this is for my grandfather's viewing, and this is just me drawing Malachi's dating history. I think after I showed this to, I think it was Christina, she was like, I don't like Malachi, which was so funny to me because I don't know, I like Malachi. I think he's true to his heart, you know what I mean? And it is sad that he was like, sure, right here was collateral damage, but like, I don't know, I think it's good that he stays true to his heart or whatnot. Noah again, because I couldn't draw him. I still don't really like this design of Noah. I'm not like huge on it, but it's whatever. I'm like, I was trying to get back into the groove of art. I think drawing Noah here kind of helped me do this, because I feel like I did Felix a lot of justice here. He looks really good. Like, I'm proud of how I did him, even though I hate him, and he's like, I'm his #1 hater. I drew this. This is all for like artistic purposes, obviously, YouTube. So it's not that big of a deal. This is all for art purposes and neat reason. We love art, okay? We love art. There's no explanation for this. This is not like even, it just looks odd, but I wanted to show you guys the anatomy. For Malachi, obviously. I like how I drew Malachi, right? Like this, from this perspective. I feel like I did a pretty good job. Yeah, I used Felix's head to cover it up. But you guys can choose to read this if you want to, I guess. Jesus, I can't even flip it now. Alright, ready? This, I went to watch the Haikyuu movie, with PHAT and her sibling. Yeah, so, oh my goodness. Alright, I went to watch the Haikyuu movie with PHAT and her siblings, so that's what this. We spun a wheel at McDonald's and we drew Yushijima. Well, I drew Yushijima, and I think everyone, why can't I say his name? This guy, Yushiwaka, him. I drew him. And then I drew him as a kid later on when I got home because I wanted to fill this up. And then I pasted this Haikyuu ticket in here, and yeah. Then I drew Felix bald because the new chapters of My Hero had come out with where Deku has like that crazy haircut. And it just spoke to me. I was like, I need to draw Felix like with really short hair now, because I just felt like I had to. And then I drew just a quick little sketch of horns that I really like. But yeah, Felix looks so cute. This was supposed to be a comic of the like characters reacting to his horrid haircut. I mean horrid because it's like, it doesn't fit him. Like, it doesn't scream him. He's like at his baby face. It's not him. Then there's Falcon, Malachi's dad. He's the guy who you saw in the body and Springtrap page. That's why I said like I can just choose whichever design I want from him. I don't know. I think that this fits his personality more. He's more of like a hard-headed man, badly tempered compared to his son. Oh my god, this is my zombie OCs. I told you guys that Carter doesn't change, but Mason did, and so doesn't Dominic. This is Dominic. You saw him in the previous sketchbook, and I felt like I didn't do him good, so that I did him again here. And then this is Mason, who you saw earlier in the sketchbook. I did him for a third time, essentially. This is not a third time, but like essentially in the recent years, this is the third time. I drew him a third time, and I really liked it. And also, we went to watch the Inside Out movie. I feel like these two would watch the Inside Out movie. And yeah, very last 2 pages, and this is exciting. Okay, I was supposed to draw right here like something cute and wholesome, and then I went to watch the Haikyuu movie again. The dumpster battle, by the way. I went to watch it again. That's why this is here. And this is, yeah, it was supposed to be wholesome, and then I was drawing Malachi, and it was not becoming wholesome, so then I stopped and drew this Malachi again, but it's a little kid, and I feel like this is so cute. I don't really like the hairstyle though, but it's whatever. I think it's so cute. I tried drawing him with long hair, but it wasn't working out, so I did the short hair. And then this is Malachi again. It says gay fuck. He is gay. And it's Ollie. This is the very end drawing, comparing it to this one. I do feel like I did a better job with coloring on this one, but I don't blame myself too much because on this one, sorry, half if not all of my alcohol markers died. So yeah, I think I did good for someone with a dead alcohol mark. Anyways, yeah, and I ended the sketchbook. I started in August 19th of 2022. That's when I started, and I finished June 25th of 2024. And right now I'm recording it and it's like July. So I'm really proud that this did not take me a whole freaking year to finish. There's papers and stuff inside of this sketchbook, but it's mainly, literally it's just like mainly receipts and then this drawing that PHAT did that she said she hates. And I think it's so cute, especially this one. It's adorable. I think she did a really good job, but she thinks she didn't, which is absurd to me. But yeah, it's sketchbook stuff. All right, thank you guys so much for watching this sketchbook tour. This is the fat one, so my next sketchbook might get even fatter, who knows. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate if you did watch till the end of this, because this took me like a whole hour to record. It took me longer than the first time to record, I'm not gonna lie. And overall, I really enjoyed this sketchbook. I feel like I did an okay job. Oh my god, new Stray Kids release, watch it.